My guest today is Aaron Cargill. He runs a mental health inspired clothing brand called It's Okay. It's Okay was founded from a spell of severe depression and a close suicide attempt. Luckily, he was able to fight his way back and create a brand that's foundations are to support, spread mental health awareness, fight the stigma, and not leave anyone behind. With each and every sale, they donate 10% of their profits to designated monthly focused charities to ensure that everyone gets to share. So welcome, Aaron, to the show. How lovely to see you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So because my show is called Unbroken, I always ask everybody the same question is, what does that word unbroken mean to you?
Unbroken to me is synchronous to, I'm going to use the word synchronous, so you just used it a second ago, to broken. So I think unbroken means that you're very strong, you haven't got any troubles in your life, and you are just got inner strength. So unbroken is a term that I would say gives people not gives people, I'm trying to think of the terminology that I can use around, it's just a strength. It is a person that hasn't been through any trouble as such, and that's really what it means. I mean, when we talk about unbroken, there's two sides. There's the broken side as well. So I mean, for me, I'd like to get to the point where we get people to like the unbroken, like there's no troubles in your life, there's you're very happy and you haven't got anything that's really mentally kind of getting to you, but that's what I kind of see what unbroken is.
So it's kind of a double thing. You can come from a broken place, but you hope that you end up unbroken.
Amazing therapist who spent time with me and listened to me and talked to me. And I've had a very turbulent childhood all my life, and it's one reason why I went to Oxford, is to kind of escape all the things that happened to me.
And then you went back to where you were brought up, weren't you?
Yes,
so I was going to say that. That must have been tricky as well, yeah.
It was really hard because all your feelings come up then from things that you run away from. They'll start bubbling up again. But one of the big things that for me was there's two things actually. So one of the massive things to me is my spaniel. So I've got a 5-year-old Sprocker spaniel who gave me routine. So she made me get up in the morning. So days that I wanted to spend on the sofa and not move, she got me out. She got me out
to go for a walk. Yes,
absolutely. So yeah, and it was routine. Routine got me back. So it was regular meetings with therapist.
It's routine, but I also think that dogs make the best humans, really, don't they?
Yeah, they listen to everything, and they know as well. They know when you're down, and they know because they get really needy, and mine does especially. And it's like, come on, let's go do something.
But I also think it gives you the ability to think outside of yourself. You've got somebody else to care for, somebody else to look after, whether it's human or animal or whatever. But someone to feed, someone has to be watered and walked, and takes you out of yourself a bit, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And the other thing I did every morning is one of the big things that I think about my own mental health journey is acknowledgement and acceptance. So I would get up in the morning and I would say to myself, today's going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. I'm accepting where I am. I know I've been given a really bad hand. This is just what it is, and you know what, we'll make today the best of what we can do. And I would just chip away and chip away and chip away, and every time I try and put something new in the day to make it a bit more exciting, and just slowly build out. But all my recovery has been, I've got an aunt and uncle who have been absolutely incredible, and a good therapist and the dog walking, and my new partner has been amazing and listening and stuff like that. But I've not really had a big family and a big social kind of gathering around me to help me through my journey. It's all been kind of very small positive circles and support and structured support that have really got me through.
But I have to just go back a little bit, because you say, that you just came to a place where you could just accept it. It's not so easy for people just to accept where we're at, because I often think, it's when we fight where we're at, or when we deny where we're at, that's actually harder than the issue itself, because we're causing so much disruption in our mind. I know I did that for a long time, that's why I know. And to get to a place of acceptance, it's not easy just to go, okay, today this is what's happening and I'm okay with that. You flippantly say it, but it's not an easy journey, is it?
No. I saw a company called Boys Get Sad Too, which are another amazing clothing brand. They do a very similar thing to us, and they focus on men's mental health. Now, one of the things that I bought when I was suffering was a Boys Get Sad Too t-shirt. and it really helped me. And I'm a graphic designer at heart. I've studied, and that's where my love lies. And I thought, actually, I like clothes, I like designing, I really like what the empowerment of that message they're doing. I want to be able to empower people like they've empowered me. So I want to put my own empowerment message on my own clothes and sell. So yeah, that's really where it came from.
So when you put it all together like that, it makes perfect sense, really, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, and your website says that you're a brand with a heart, and I just thought that was just
absolutely.
It was just lovely, really, because it's not just about selling the clothes. It, as you say, it's about raising awareness, smashing the stigma, but also there's a support network as well, isn't there, with the Broken Room, the peer support.
Yep.
And every month you say that you raise awareness about a different topic, and then you send money, so 10% I think of your profits to go to a different charity that you choose.
Each month we focus on a different aspect of mental health. I've always got people in the community asking, where can I go for this support, that support? So what I try to do is not solely give my money to a charity. I like to distribute it between lots of different charities, because everyone gets a share then, and everyone gets a little help. And I try to focus on smaller charities because they're the ones that are grassroots, and they're the ones that need the donations. And I try to focus on different things. So next month I'm going to be focusing on a charity called Beat, which is it's all around body dysmorphia and body perception and how we feel about our bodies. So I've done
eating disorders, isn't
eating
it?
disorders, yes, that type of thing. So I've done an amazing design that's going to go on the t-shirts on the 1st of February. Then 10% of everything that we sell that month will go to the Beach charity. So that's what we're going to be focusing on for February.
Brilliant. And how do you decide which charity to support, or people come to you with ideas? Or?
Yeah, so generally a lot of these, some of them are charities. So I did donate to Calm last year because they just do a fundamental and amazing job in focusing on suicide and getting people through that. Mind is another big charity that I did because Mind helped me. So initially I donated to charities that really helped me, and now it's more of a community type thing. So I've got some incredible ambassadors that work for It's Okay and promote our message. And it's kind of led by our ambassadors, really, the things that they struggle with. So it's such a community, it's a community kind of conversation, and then we decide and then we donate. So it's kind of a collaborative brand as such, really.
It's great. So do you think it's any more difficult or easier for men to come forward if they're struggling from a male perspective?
From a male perspective, yes, absolutely.
Why do you think that is?
I think society, we have to be strong as men. We have to be hunter-gatherers. We have to be not show emotion. There's this underlying, I think men in general have this underlying historical kind of perception that we should be strong, we shouldn't cry, and we shouldn't feel this and we shouldn't feel that, and we should get up every day and go to work and not cry into our cereal and stuff. And actually, it's rubbish. It is absolutely rubbish.
And what do those messages do to you when you are feeling crap?
They push you the other way. They really do. This is the stigma that we're talking about. This is the perception of being a man. And I know it goes both ways. Women, it's women, lots of genders. It goes across the board. But I think the statistics show men as being the highest. I read a statistic the other day that 1 in 4 men globally, one every 4 minutes globally take their life to suicide because of mental health, and that is huge. One of the things over the last 18 months that I've found, and I've been really susceptible to, is burnout. You work all hours, and it really is a detrimental effect to your,
especially on the screens, because I think in the beginning we all got like Zoom fatigue, really, didn't we? It was just absolutely too much staring at a screen, and
it's signposting awareness, and it's all those types of things that all just need to be ramped up. And at the end of the day, it's all about signposting. It's all about showing people where to get help and how they can get help, and that's really where I think there's just not enough in society of where to get that. And it's really hard to just Google where to get something you need, because there's a lot of conflicting information.
And that's what I love about the website. Obviously, you sell your brands and your clothes, but you also have a huge list of resources of different charities of where to get for whatever specific mental health area that you're struggling with. So it's very, as you say, it's very heartfelt and really well thought out for anyone that's not just looking for clothing to wear the message, but to also to actually, what can I do practically?